Blessed is the man that worketh not in the counsel of the heathen, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful, but his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in this law does he hideth sunrise and sundown. Him I go there like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth fruit in his season. Him leaf never I go wither, and whatsoever him doeth shall prosper. Yea! The heathen them now they saw them there like a chaff, which the wind driveth away. Therefore the heathen them never go turn upon judgment, not the sin among them in the congregation of the righteous. For the Lord God Jah loveth the way of the righteous, and the way of the sin among them always and always. I go perish. Let the people of the Most High God say, Jah! Where twos and threes meet in the name of the Most High Jah, are there so Jah there. If Jah never watch upon your house, the watchman I go watch it in vain. Same way, if Jah never build up your house, the builder I go build it in vain. The name of the Lord is a strong tower, and the righteous run into it and them is saved. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but Jah shall deliver him from all of them. And I give thanks and praises unto your name, King of Kings, and Lord of Lords, the conquering Lion of the tribe of Judah, Amasa Yahuda, Amasa, Negusta Nogaste Daniel, Komaya Sataya, Aimana Pio Aya, Kadamawe Grumabe. Yes, my name is Blakk Rasta, and this is the Black Pot, aka Kukushunum, where we speak truth to power. Come along. Now, in every traditional African home, there is a black pot, and every time this black pot rests on the fire, there is something sumptuous cooking. My brother, my sister, today we have something extremely sumptuous cooking for you. And we're going to start with a bit of history. Hey, if you are ready, come along. Let me tell you the story of some traitors of this country. Now, the very first thing I want to look at is this thing that is called the AKYEM Mafia Lawyers' Journey to Ugcc. The Ugcc, the United Gold Coast Convention, became the very first strong political party that paved the way for the independence of this country. Remember, this was the same party that invited home Kwame Nkrumah to be part of the struggle for independence. Well, Kwame Nkrumah broke away from them, formed the CPP, finally, and won the elections and won our independence for us. But we still remember the Ugcc. But what is the true story behind the Ugcc? My brother, my sister, it's a horrific story, and I need you to come along. Hey, how many of us remember Sir Ofori-Atta? Nana Sir Ofori-Atta, the Omanhene of Achim Ebuakwa. My brother, my sister, Sir Ofori-Atta is the man whose photo you see there. Handsome looking man. But he's the king of nepotism. The man who started talking about family and friends and all about family and friends and nothing more. Now, when you read his story anywhere, it will be incomplete if nepotism is not put in there. My brother, my sister, Sir Ofori-Atta died on the 21st day of August in 1943. Yes, my brother, my sister. And when he passed on, interestingly, 6 months after his death, if he died in August, yes, August, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, somewhere in February in 1944, something happened. Now, history tells us that he had an illegitimate son. You know who an illegitimate son is? A son who is born out of wedlock, or a son who is born not through the right customary, means. You understand? Maybe the dowry was not paid to the family before, the mother got pregnant, or maybe the mother was not even properly married to the king. before a child was born. So an illegitimate son, in quotes, my brother, my sister, later became an Odikro, the Odikro of Apedwa. And his name was what? Nana Achia Mensah. Nana Achia Mensah. That was his name. And he was the Odikro of Apedwa. Now, after the Omahini himself died, I'm talking about Nanase Ofori-Atta, 6 months later, he went in there to do a ceremony known as Wurimpe. Now, when he walked into the palace to do this Wurimpe, what exactly is Wurimpe? Now, by the AKYEM tradition, you would have to go with soot. You know what soot is? Smoke, when smoke settles and then it forms that black thing, is known as soot. S-O-O-T. Soot, some eggs, and the blood of a dog. You would have to carry these items and go into the palace for the ceremony known as Wurimpe. And Wurimpe is supposed to clean the stool and rid it of any evil spirits so that a new king could be installed. Right? So he went in there as the illegitimate son, now known as the Odikro of Apedwa, Nana Achia Mensah. Now, he went into the palace of Ofori-Atta as his son, as he was touted and known to do this Wurimpe. But before then, there was a confusion between him and the sons of some other chiefs and even some members from the palace of Nanase Ofori-Atta. And what was the riot all about? What was the confusion all about? It was all because of the use of human blood for Wurimpe. They wanted to continue with the tradition of using human blood for Wurimpe. But human blood could also be replaced with the dog's blood. And the Odikro of Apedwa, a son of, yes, Nanase Ofori-Atta, though illegitimate, was in support of the use of dog's blood instead of killing human beings for the ceremony of Wurimpe. So he went there with the dog's blood. 8 people, come along. 8 people followed him all the way into the palace of Nanase Ofori-Atta, whose photograph you see there. And when he went there to try to begin the ceremony, because he was the most qualified to do that, the 8 people pounced on him, and then they used daggers. You know what a dagger is? Sharp knives. Stabbed him in his heart. And in order to prevent him from talking or screaming, in fact, they thrusted 2 other knives or daggers into his cheeks from one side here all the way through the other side here. So one here and one there, just to block his mouth from talking until he bled to death right in the palace of the Omahini Nanase Ofori-Atta. They killed him. All because, number one, he wanted them to replace the use of human blood, killing human beings, and rather replace that with dog's blood. And that was what he carried in there. They killed him. Hey, this matter became a huge story in the colonial era. And who was the lawyer in charge? Hey, J.B. Dankwa. And you know, J.B. Dankwa is also from Chebi. Better still, was from Chebi. Right? A renowned lawyer. Hey, he came back and said, okay, these people, they actually killed, but we will defend them. After all, this boy was even a little bit of a disgrace to us. He was an illegitimate son. And at the same time, custom, tradition, culture must continue. Human blood must be used and not a dog's blood. Even though we have an option to switch, once human beings continue to be here, let us continue slaughtering them and using them as the most powerful tool to deal with our heritage. Hey, this sounds like an Anansi story, right? So J.B. Dankwa was the one who became the lawyer for the 8 murderers. Yes, they murdered, but their defense was that they murdered for traditional reasons, and it must be accepted. But J.B. Dankwa alone realized that he would not be able to do this, so he decided to go for John Mensah Saba to join the legal team. And John Mensah Saba was on top of his game at that time. You all remember John Mensah Saba. There's a whole university hall named after him. He became a man who aided in the defense of murderers, 8 murderers. My brother, my sister, it did not end there. You remember Niama Olenu, another astute lawyer. Hey, they added him to the team. Hey, JB Dankwa didn't want to lose anything. Hey, and who was the other lawyer they added? Nana Akufo-Addo's father. Hey, that's him, Edward Akufo-Addo, another powerful lawyer. They added all of them. Hey, the best lawyers in the Gold Coast, JB Dankwa assembled, and they went all the way to England. Come along, let's go to England. They went to England, but Alan Burns, who remembers Alan Burns? Look at Alan Burns. Alan Burns was so sad that great lawyers will come to defend common murderers. They went all the way to England to defend this case, and Alan Burns stood his grounds, ready to even resign should these murderers be set free. My brother, my sister, hey, the AKYEM Mafia lawyers went all the way from AKYEM, went all the way from the Gold Coast to England to speak with the Queen of England so that the murderers would be freed. After all, it was for traditional reasons. Hey, the Odikro of Apeja, Nana Echia Mensah, the illegitimate son of Nanase Ofori-Atta, who went in there for the Wurimpe, ended up being killed in what was known to be the biggest murder case, or the most high-profile murder case right there in the history of the Gold Coast. And lawyers came together to defend him. My brother, my sister, a very long story cut short. The Queen of England said, under no circumstances should anybody be slaughtered because of traditional or cultural reasons. But they brought together a team of judges to sit down and deal with the issue in a law court right here in the Gold Coast. And hear the interesting thing that happened. All the lawyers and the judges and the magistrates, whoever sat on the case, agreed that the murderers must pay the price. They must be punished because they committed murder. But JB Dankwa and his team of lawyers, made up of he himself and of course the great Edward Akufo-Addo, and of course Niama Olenu and the great Mensa Saba, still defended this issue. And what did JB Dankwa say? He said one of the judges who sat on the case was a Muslim. He was a Mohammedan. And because of that, he was biased. How was he biased? Because Islam is against human sacrifices. And the man stood on his Islamic belief and decided that no way, this murderers must suffer. The Queen of England said, what? Alan Burns said, what? Are you that racist too? If you are so culturally blind, and at the same time you are so racially insisting, then we beg to differ. This matter must go on. Well, 6 out of those 8 were convicted. What happened to them? Hey, JB Dankwa and his team were still very mad and angry at the Queen of England. What did they do? They said, we will show them that this is our land. So they went on gradually, got in contact with Pa Grant. You know Pa Grant, right? Pa Grant, George Alfred Grant, who was a statue right there in Takra, the great timber merchant and so rich. He was the one who paid for Nkrumah to come all the way to this country to fight for the independence. He did not live to see this country become independent. But JB Dankwa approached him and said, listen, we have to take this land away from the white man. What was JB Dankwa's reason? His ultimate reason was that the murderers that they were trying to protect and were trying to defend failed. And for that matter, they were so angry, the Ugcc had to be founded. Did you hear that? So the Ugcc was founded on the grounds of people running around defending murderers. Not basically because of the independence of the good people of this country. Even Nkrumah later wrote that, in fact, the murder of the Odikro of Apeja, Nana Echia Mensah, was one of the biggest that ever happened in this country. Today, my brother, my sister, it's my duty to open to you the true reasons the Ugcc was founded. And it looks like we still have those elements amongst us. who are ready to sacrifice human beings and not dogs so that they would achieve the ego of their culture. I'm speaking in parables. The AKYEM Mafia lawyers' journey to Ugcc. My brother, my sister, 6 months after the demise of Nanase Ofori-Atta, saw this country in a light that was more of a darkness. My brother, my sister, this is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonomo. Come along, let's deal with another issue very quickly. Hear me now. The next thing I want to deal with is entitled Ofori-Atta Fattened on COVID Pandemic. Ablakwa has said something. And what is Ablakwa saying? Watch this. Ofori-Atta's firm earned 159 million as bond transaction advices. Ablakwa alleges. What is a bond? It's all about the loans coming in. It's all about the monies coming in from abroad. And anytime we had loans, anytime we had any such things in the name of bonds, some percentage went to the data bank. And that is the establishment of Ofori-Atta and his cohorts. Remember, it was also founded by the great ever king that we talked about recently. My brother, my sister. Hey, hear me now. Listen. Watch this thing. Ablakwa has written it clearly and he's brought his facts. It looks like our brother has earned about 159 million Ghana cedis out of the COVID pandemic. Whilst people were dying, whilst people were crying, whilst people were dead, others were making money and flying out of the country to treat COVID. They made enough money, my brother, my sister, and yet came back to strangulate us and try to make us suffer. My brother, my sister, all because of greed. Is it true? Ofori-Atta has not come back to tell us it is not true. But as it stands right now, the man is very, very sick. I believe in what Bishop Ajinasari said a few days ago, that people are going to vomit things. That at the right time, God is going to make people vomit things. Whether you believe in God or not, I believe in the vomiting. You could call it karma. Hey, a lot of our politicians are so wicked. Ajinasari said that the Bible says that God will make them vomit what they have swallowed. He will give them diseases. He will give them mental sicknesses, hey, cancers, kidney problems. He will give them erectile dysfunction. Right in the bedroom, they will not be able to do anything. Have you observed how our politicians all of a sudden are running to Dubai, some are running to England, some are running to America, trying to cure diseases that are incurable? Have you thought about that? Has that clicked? Do you think that some of them are being punished because of the wickedness they have decided to meet to us? My brother, my sister, now we are running to the IMF. Yet some people made so much fortune in the COVID era, according to Ablakwa. My brother, my sister, how would you describe these people if this allegation comes out to be true? Are they wicked or they are demonic? Are they just wicked or they are demonic? My brother, my sister, as it stands right now, Ofori-Atta has fattened himself with 159 million plus Ghana cedis, according to what Okujeto Ablakwa said. And he's the MP for North Tongue. Dash it away. But hear me now. I have a quote for you. And it's a beautiful quote. Corruption is what is taking us to the IMF. Corruption is what is making Africa suffer. Corruption is what is making us retrogress. If we could deal with 10% of corruption in Africa, Africa would be heaven. Why do we have gold, diamond, bauxite and all that? And yet, we are as poor as the church mouse. It's all because of corruption. Watch this and let me know what you think about it. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonomo, where we speak truth to power. Wayo! Now, the next thing I would like to look at, come along, is very interesting and it's something we've been talking about all this while. It says, Ghana, a nation of betting. We all remember how recently university students use their school fees to bet. Football betting, any kind of betting. They know the prowess of every team in the world except their own domestic teams. They know nothing about Accra House of Oak, nothing about Reed Tamale United. They know everything about Chelsea. They know the food they eat in the morning, food they eat in the afternoon, and food they eat for supper. They know the panties the coaches are wearing. In fact, they even know exactly the dreams. When the coaches go to bed, the dreams they have, they know all that so that they can bet. My brother, my sister, a man is talking. And look at him. He's called Neil Ante Van Der Poel. He says, betting is hurting our game. Hey, a nation of bettors. Hear me now. Now, betting is a game of chance, right? Betting is a game of chance. The whole country is being gambled with right now. Our leaders are betting with the country. Hear me now. Everywhere you go, there is a betting place. Every centimeter in Accra and some other parts of Ghana, you see nothing but bet centers. Ghanaians have become bet masters. Wherever we go around the globe, everybody has something that he's not comfortable with. In Ghana, apart from corruption, the next thing is that everybody is gambling with the legacy of this nation. Children are betting. Government is betting. Everybody is betting. How can university students not pay fees, but rather use their fees to pay for betting? Some have even decided that the university education they are going to get might be so useless, so they better invest in bread making businesses. Some of them would buy taxis so they will be able to get their daily bread. What a nation. I thought education was the key. But today Neil Ante Van Der Poel is telling us that betting is hurting the game. My brother, how many teams do we have? Courtesy Anas Admiral Anas, we have come to see that even domestically, referees are taking bribe so that a certain bet master would win. Oh, I have betted 1 million Ghana on Accra House of Oak. Referee, do everything possible to make Accra House of Oak win. If Accra House of Oak wins, I'll give you 20% of the win from the bet. That is more than your 10-year salary. I will give it to you. And because of corruption, and because we pretend to be paying those who work in this country, politicians are those fattening on the glory of our nation's legacy and not the poor man. At the end of the day, just as that quote said, is the poor man that pays for corruption. My brother, my sister, the country continues to dwindle into nothingness. Look, there are more bet centers in Ghana than we have schools. There are more bet centers in Ghana than we have standpipes. There are more bet centers in Ghana than we have doctors and nurses combined. There are more birth centers in Ghana than we have teachers combined. Teachers from all angles, from kindergarten all the way to the university. My brother, my sister, hey, right now everybody has lost courage in the country. Everybody is ready to throw his future into the field of betting, uncertainty. People are so disheveled. People are so destroyed mentally and physically that they trust in the bet system more than in the government. And when a country leans on such a lean thread of hope, it means that we are in trouble. Neil and Van der Poy has hit it on the nail, but we have spoken about this time and again in this segment known as the Black Pot, aka Kukushonomo, where we speak truth of power. Remember, we normally don't criticize, but if we must criticize, we will criticize only to build and not to destroy. Listen, we are in the service of God and country, and that is why we don't do politics. What we do is called patriotism. We are instilling in the youth and the next generation the ability to hold on to the legacy of patriotism. And if our legacy is all hinging on betting, then I am truly, truly sad for what kind of leaders we would have in the next generation. Hey, listen, no life is ever certain that is surrounded by betting. In betting, you could either win or lose. It's 50-50. If the country has found itself here, then we are in trouble. Well, my name is Blakk Rasta, and this is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonomo, where we speak truth to power. When I return, we still have more to discuss in the interim. Wayo!
Are you really ready for some reggae music? All right, let's do this.
Come Saturday, 23rd July, all the gates of hell will be invaded and Satan Lucifer subjected to a musical baptism of reggae fire in the Hands Across Africa Festival and Expo. Cracking the stage is Eric Donaldson, all the way from Jamaica, Brinsley Ford of Aswad from England, Taj Weeks, His Excellency, all the way from St. Lucia, Diana Wright and Rock River from Jamaica, and from the motherland Blakk Rasta, Miss V, Ochiami Kwame, Kofi Sapon, The Vibration Kings, and many more. Rate is 50 Ghana cedis regular, 70 Ghana cedis super regular, 150 Ghana cedis VIP, and 200 Ghana cedis VVVV to the umpteenth time IP. Now this is a charity concert seeking to uplift the needy in the African family. Come and support quality reggae music and even more. And remember to uplift your body, your mind and your soul with quality music and support a needy person survival. It is Saturday the 23rd day of July 2022. Time is 2 p.m. till you drop. Venue, Accra Sports Stadium. This event is a pre-Emancipation Day festival proudly supported by the Ministry of Tourism alongside the Ghana Tourism Authority. This is quality music, cultural music, emancipated music, reggae, more fire.
nails, pedicure, manicure, waxing, massages. We do everything concerning beauty. So if any lady is thinking about beauty, I believe this is the right place for you to be. We do nail training here. We do brace training. We do wig caps installation. We do waxing. I mean, anything that we do, the services that we render here, we also train people. So if you want to be a master in nails, if you want to be a professional nail technician, this is the right place for you to be. We will train you and make sure you are a professional, not just any nail tech. At Chic Luxury Beauty Home, we train you to be your own boss. We have international trainers who train you to fit in anywhere in the world. We have our one-man training, and we also have 2 weeks. It's between 2 weeks to 1 month, depending on the individual. Whatever you want, we give it to you. At Chic Luxury Beauty Home, we give you quality yet affordable. So come and get trained and be your own boss.
Sorry. Oh, Doc. Yes, and you walk, Doc. I want to know why you did. We know why she. I've said, "Do I need to tell you, ma? No, say the young kukru. So your stomach was up. Said the young heartburn. So I said, "Be calm." And then crying. Meaning, said if you be forcing, I don't know.
Test results natural say when you malaria when moji.
Yeah, 3D.
Yes, malaria. Nani yem no so we no here. Tinatet tomac and a tinatet malake. Fama no nano ho betono.
Malake, anything at a tumac. I'm on my free.
Tinatet malake, eyema obi a wanya malaria fever. Ena tinatet tomac mixture, eyema obi a wanya indigestion. Yenhwehwemu hu so wanya malaria and sana wafa edroi. Not recommended for children below 12 years. Pregnant or lactating mothers should consult a doctor.
There's river on the long days. The moon shines brighter in the darkness, and the time is clear on the strong days. Yeah.
Diana Wright, first of all, is a Jamaican. Yes, I'm a Jamaican. I was born in a little parish, a beautiful little parish called Clarendon, outside of Kingston. Everybody knows Kingston, but Clarendon is where I come from. I am a singer, I am an author, I am a songwriter, I am a poetess, and I am an actress. Right, I do the whole. I've been doing this for many years, and so basically that's who I am. I'm anything art, everything art. That's me. You think art and you think Diana. Yeah. I do reggae music. I do inspirational music. I do cultural music. I do gospel, if you call it gospel. You know, I just do uplifting, clean music. Even the 12-year-old can listen to it. You know, or the adult, if you feel like you need some motivation or so. The kind of music I do will really, you know, motivate you, and that's basically what I do, reggae predominantly. Okay, so the inspiration behind Bed of Roses is this. I actually, you know, bad to bad, as we say in Jamaica, there's that little stigma that has always been going on that, you know, most men are not good men, and you don't really have good men, especially like if they're poor and they can't take care of you. Women have 2 hands and 2 feet too, so you're crippled, you know. You don't necessarily need somebody to take care of you. What you need is a man with a good heart who loves you and who will work with you so you can build an empire. So Bed of Roses is really in the defense of men, and so also to really rewrite the narratives that if a man is poor and can't take care of and that is not good. Not good for you, which is a lie. You understand? So there are lots of men out there who don't have a lot of money, but they are good and upright men you know, they just want someone to work with them and someone to motivate them. And so that song was really, you know, to celebrate good men who don't necessarily have a lot of money.
Nice little ranch down a Ochi. Only for veggie where we plant, me not go hungry. Come and say, the GMO in our pantry. Give me a firm foundation when a Sunday.
Bed of Roses is available to the public on our platform called 16 Bars Multimedia. So on the website it will be the 16BARS M as in Mary, M as in Mary.com. So that is 16barsmm.com. Definitely. I am available for live performances any day of the week. So you can contact me on, first of all, you can reach out to me on my Instagram as Empress Diana, and my Diana has 2 N's. So that's Empress, which is DIANNA. So that's Empress Diana, that's my IG. And also you can also, you know, send me a link or something on our YouTube. Our YouTube is the same name of our website, 16 Bars Multimedia. We have lots of work there. You can reach us there, and also you can reach us at 16barsmm@outlook.com. So that is 16. This time is the word all spelled out. 16barsmm@outlook.com. And if you choose, when you go on our website, which is the same 16barsmm.com, you can go to the contact page and send us a message. You understand? And usually we respond within a couple of hours. All right. So that's basically it. And I'm sure at the end of this, you will have a number somewhere to contact us. All right. So that's it. That's what I do. And you know, keep the music locked. Yes, I bless.
Nice little ranch down a Ochi. Only for veggie where we plant, me not go hungry. Come and say, the GMO in our pantry. Give me a firm foundation when a Sunday.
Am I a sumo?
Yes, Mama Rade.
And you may a king cancer, no. You have my sister Paulina and a day after.
You may a king cancer, no. You better free. Abus chapter.
Hey, babe! Sister Paulina, we're reading glasses here, China, Hebrews.
Hey! Madam!
Majenkwani. Tina tet hayan herbal capsule. A drawing tina berwati semi. Me ready a mention glasses. Obroni besie. See clear.
Hey, no crow. Tinatet Hyan Herbal Capsules. A full supplement for good vision and not recommended for children below 12 years, asthmatic patients, pregnant and breastfeeding mothers.
A draw you baby atwa. Ko Tinatet Herbal Shop. Hey, now what?
Yeah,
Tinatet Hyan.
See clear.
Go on, Skipper George.
Blackpot, Coco Show.
Now the next thing I want to look at is very simple, and I'm going to be so brief on this. It's sad. It's a sad day for us. It says, CAF bans Ghana over age cheating. We've talked about this. It's become part of our culture. My brother, my sister, in the government sector, we cheat. Relationships, we cheat. Hey, even things that we don't have to cheat, we don't need to cheat because we will not benefit anything, we still cheat. Look at the banner headlines. Ghana banned by CAF over age cheating. And when you read the story, it is very sad. The Black Maidens and the 17 team of Ghana went to play against Morocco. They beat Morocco by 2-0. And the Moroccans realized that some of the girls were extremely matured and they could never have been under 17. The Moroccans swear night and day that anybody who comes to their country, when it comes to football, they would make sure they win using fair means, sometimes even foul means. They also swear time and again that they will do everything possible to get their football right, so that they don't have to go into some controversies like what is happening right now. True or false? See how many times Ghana played Morocco, and most of the time it ends in a certain kind of controversy, even with the senior national team, the Black Stars. You all remember some time ago they said the Moroccans were flashing bright lights into their faces, and the goalkeeper, he couldn't see the ball and they were scoring. You remember? Sometimes they said they made them even play on a field that was flooded. Interesting. Sometimes I wonder if the Black Stars would be the only team playing in the flooded field. It's two teams, right? You are both playing in the floods. You have no excuse. But with football, they always find a certain kind of excuse. And when it comes to African football, especially this country called Ghana and Nigeria, they cheat as if it's a case. Hey, you see a player who is 54 years. His birth certificate says he's 16. Just because a lot of us are short. Why? So the footballer gets the chance to play in the national team. He's already 65. But it is on his birth certificate that he's 22. Smallest thing, he breaks his leg. Smallest thing, hey, his waist is broken. And people don't understand that it's all because of cheating, age cheating. The Black Maidens under 17 team played Morocco. And when Morocco realized that, these people, they cannot be under 17, they protested. And when it went out, Ghana said, they are all under 17. Okay, bring their certificates, let us investigate. Ghana ran away. Because the certificates they were going to bring, they would have implicated themselves even more seriously. Players that are said to be 16 are actually 39. Those that are said to be 17, in fact, are actually 47. And they are all playing in there. So CAF says, because of this disgrace, we are fining you $100,000 American dollars plus a ban of 2 years. Go home and rest. Listen. Some people will see this to be just football. But these are the things that are sending us to the IMF, begging white people for what we can do for ourselves night and day. You can't be honest. My brother, how many of our ladies are always 22? For the past 20 years, they have been 22. Every year, I'm 22. Every year, I'm 22. If you thought I was lying, find time and go on social media. You'll be shocked what you see. Go and see. Oh, God bless me. I'm happy. Celebrate with me. I'm +1 today. What kind of age is +1? Oh, I'm 1 year older today. Because they have started tracking them on social media. When you go for a visa, they look at your social media postings and see how old you were 5 years back and compare it to what you have here. So now it's +1. Oh, 1 year older. What is this thing about cheating? That is why on radio, on TV, and TV, I always say it. I was born on Monday, the 2nd day of September, 1974. I don't need to hide it from you. I believe in my capabilities and abilities. I do not need to cheat or hide my age before I can reach where I'm supposed to reach. Imagine God was ready to bless you at the age of 25. And for the past 20 years, you've been 22. You would mark time for the rest of your life. Some of these things are spiritual, God is waiting to bless you at the age of 25. And every year you are telling God that you are 22. For the past 20 years you have been 22. The other day my friend's father died. And they wanted to write on the poster, obituary, how old he was. It brought war amongst the family. Some said he was 78 because his younger brother was actually 72. But his birth certificate said he was 41. Hey, war! Which one do we use? Should we use the official one or the cultural one? What kind of disgrace is that? And those people who reduce their ages are only looking for a way to get recognition in the government sector. They are not ready to go private and control their own destiny. No, because our government is so mediocre. Go to GBC and some other places. I've said it time and again. Yomo is their best friend. That dark dye, their beard will be dyed. I go out and people say, oh, Blakk Rasta, these days your beard is because, say, hey, I want it to be like Moses, white. So that when I prophesy, you will hear me better. You understand? You want me to dye it so that what? And if you could shave here small and shave here small, and even your ear, shave, then you look younger. Hey, Massa, an old car is an old car. You can spray it 1,000,000 times, the engine will still be old. My system in there will never be 20 years. When my own life is 47. You mad? That is why Nana Akufo-Addo can come and rule you. Because he will shave and paint his face so that he looks like 12 in your eyes. Paint him, they paint so that ladies all over are painting. Makeup. Hey, when you see them make up, don't try to look at them when they are not made up. They look like something else. I don't want to go there so that somebody will say he disrespects here. No. I respect everybody. But let's speak truth to power. Hey! This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushunomo, where we speak truth to power. Let me deal with the next thing. Ghana is out 2 years banned because of age cheating. Why didn't they ban them for 20 years? So that in the next 20 years, those who say they are 17 now, let's see how old they will be 20 years later. Shame on you. You see where you are? You see where you are? Under 17, people will grow with. And we are 35. And they are still 16. What is happening? Why do they have a machine that sends back their age? Dash it away, make we deal with the next thing. And the last one I want to deal with is something that I've entitled, Indisciplined Nana Addo will be disciplined by IMF bailout. These are not my words. They are the words of Alan Cash. Hey. Alan Cash wants to be the president of Ghana. That's him. He has finally spoken. I have criticized him time and again. He sees a lot of rot. Outside, he will tell people, oh, I don't like this thing. I don't like this thing. I don't like that. But when it comes to coming public, no, because he wants to keep a clean sheet and be president. Nobody will vote you as president. Now he's talking. IMF bailout will help government attain fiscal discipline. Do you know what that means? That means we don't have any physical discipline with this government. You know what it means to say fiscal discipline, financial discipline. And it's right. You are building a cathedral. You don't have the money. Are you an idiot? Eh? You are throwing money all over the area. Bonds money are coming in. And some of your people are getting the money and blowing it left, right, and center, my brother, my sister. And you sit back and you are asking yourself, so what is happening? What really is happening? No physical discipline. Yes, they just go around and then whatever they see, they will impulse buying, impulse spending. You know what it means to say impulse spending, right? Oh, you haven't planned to do anything, but because you see it, oh, I want to do it. You go shopping. You plan that you buy 4 or 5 things. Now, you go in there. Any other thing you see you want to buy, that's impulse buying. My brother, my sister, Alan Cash is speaking truth to power. He's telling his own government that it is so indisciplined when it comes to spending. This is the president you voted for. Where is the finance minister? Alan Cash is telling you they are so indisciplined. You blow money senselessly. You blow money without thinking. That's indiscipline. And Alan Cash says, right now the IMF will come and make sure that we are fiscally disciplined. I wish people understood it the way I did. Hear me now. This is financial colonialism. Remember what Opon Nkrumah said a few months back? He said Mahama ran to the IMF because he had eaten all the meat and was left with the bone, and had gone to give the bone to the IMF and said, help us recover. Irrational behavior. That's what Muhammad did. But today, you guys have replicated what Muhammad did 7 trillion fold. You guys are all jackasses. You guys are traitors. If Rawlings in 1979 encountered you guys would have ended up at Nsawam. And I'm not talking about the prison at Nsawam. That's small. Adwajiri. You remember Adwajiri? You guys would have ended up at the Techi shooting range. Bullets would have ripped your bodies open in the days of crazy Rawlings. Thank God we don't have such crazy people here anymore. If somebody was shot and killed because he took 5,000 cedis loan from the Ghana Commercial Bank in the days, today that's about 500,000 Ghana cedis. That's 500,000. They shot him and killed him at the age of 39. Roger Felly. And somebody is making 159 million Ghana cedis from the sweat of the people. The pandemic that killed a lot. Allegedly. A Blakk says, we do not come out to say that people should be shot and killed. We will never say that. But sometimes you sit back and you are so hurt that you would say that we wish these people could go through some punishment. And what kind of punishment can they go through? Death is so easy. Not death. Let them live and suffer the pain that they have inflicted on other people. Let them live and watch what their actions will bring back to them. In the interim, this is the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonemo. Remember to do business with us. We don't do politics. What we do is called patriotism, Pan-Africanism. Pick up our numbers on the screen. We are the Black Empire Media. And of course, Black Empire TV. We treat your businesses like our own business. My brother, my sister, my name Black Rasta has been the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonemo. And I say, Wayo!